Okay, so good morning, everybody. Let me just do the normal check here that everything works. Okay, let me see. Am I live on my page? Yes. Okay. Good morning. So, what do we do today is I want to talk about how you get your funding application approved, what you need to have in place here, what you need to do. I see there are already a couple of people in here. Great. Just send me a comment that you can hear me, that you can see me, and maybe also share with me where you are from. So, yes, during the whole session, you're of course able to ask me questions, and I definitely will answer them. So, let me just first introduce myself. My name is Dagmar Breiling-Murray. I'm here the CEO and funding strategist at Funding Connection, and we are a private consulting firm, and we assist entrepreneurs raising capital. We do that through, first of all, assessing a venture. Then, if we are confident that we can assist, we offer our services to draft a business plan. In some cases, it's a feasibility study. Some people only need the financial forecast. We pick you up where you are stuck, okay? And when the end, in the last phase, we have an applications department here, and that's headed up by Kamal, and she will guide you then through the full process. We compile all the documentations, we fill out the forms for you, but the trick is, and there's always a trick with these things, that everything is consistent, and we will make sure that everything is consistent. Whatever is stated in the business plan and the financial forecast, you have proof, you have the documentations about it. Yeah, I'm always joking and I say I like South Africans. They are creative, so, but in this case, the creativity can just make sure that your application is declined. Let me just see. I see there are a couple of people in. Yes, Tingal, I'm from. Oh, now it comes in. From Digicom in Africa, both private and public funders. Bother much about the personal credit profile. Banginkosi, yes, you're diving in directly. Yes, they definitely will. Okay, make sure it looks as good as possible. South African financiers are of course aware that most people have some credit record, and maybe even negative credit record. Okay, so credit record itself is not a problem. Okay, as soon as it's negative and you failed to pay, that's a challenge. Yeah, Sintle is there, can't be here for long. Please share your service too. Go to our website, Sintle. You will find everything there. And please, 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 everybody, do not share email addresses online. Yeah, you will be spammed. People try to fish your personal information or the other information what is in your emails. Sharing. Some people find it funny to share some viruses, so just be careful. Yeah. But you can go to our website, fundingconnection.co.za, and that's where you find information. Okay, removed. Lovely, thanks very much. Okay, I want you to know these things. I know lots of people say just give me your email address. No, please don't do this here in a public space. Anber is also there. Anber is one Padayachi is one of our funding consultants. He is situated in Empangeni, absolutely experienced consultant. He has a specific twist on how to help specifically people who have some problems with their personal credit rating. He is the guy definitely to set up a meeting with, and he will be able to sort things out for you. And he has some clever ideas also to get things refinanced. And so if you have any problems, definitely contact him. Sindle is out of in. Okay, so Alex from GIJY Steel Merchant. Okay, and I missed there a couple of people who just said hi. Let me just see if I can see that. Paul from Pretoria, I forgot you to say good morning to you. Lovely. Okay, so let's dive into it. Keep in mind, if you want to apply for funding, you need to make sure that you meet the criteria from the financiers. Yeah? And we are working with our usual suspects like Land Bank, IDC, NEF, CIFA, so this is definitely easy for us. We know exactly what they want. That is not a problem. There are sometimes some specific grants, some specific funds there, and if somebody comes to us, and I just had on the weekend somebody contacting me for a specific grant, we always have a look, what do they expect? Yeah, we want to make sure that we tick all the boxes, and that is also something what, if you want to do that on your own, and this is why we have these Monday morning webinars, I want to share information with you. I know not everybody is able to afford our services, so I want you to be able to do that on your own. Yeah? Okay, Sindle is their funding for establishment of industries. That is too general for me. Do me a favor, just the easiest way, Sindle is definitely get in contact. You can also get in contact via our Facebook Messenger. Please use here Funding Connection Facebook Messenger, and Kamal and Sharice are able to guide you there. Marilise is there. Good morning, everybody. Marilise is one of our other funding consultant from Port Elizabeth. I think I'm correct. I hope so. Like I said, these tools are a little bit of a challenge for me. I'm always mixing up Port Elizabeth and East London, so I don't know. I can't remember. And I've been in both. It's not that I haven't been there. So, okay. Banginkosi, Swikala from Durban. Does both private and public funders bother much about one's personal credit profile? Yes, they definitely will. Doesn't matter, so they do a credit check, the private funders, and of course also the government institutions. And let me just see, where was I? What did I mention before? You can hear I have a little bit of a cold, so please excuse if I'm losing my train of thoughts. So we've spoken about financiers. You need to make sure that you tick all their boxes, yeah? And if you haven't applied for any of these normal ones like CIFA, NEF, go through this, make sure you tick all the boxes. And absolutely important is also, however you present your application, okay, this is the first impression the financier has about you, yeah? So they see, okay, everything is nicely done, everything is tidy, it is the first impression about your admin, how you handle your business, how important that is for you, so don't just, and you have no idea what we've seen here already, so people are filling things out in handwriting, and if your handwriting is as bad as mine, let somebody with a nice handwriting fill out your forms. And I know sometimes, if you are not too familiar with your computer, you're maybe not able to fill it out on your computer, you may not have the software for it. That's fine. Nobody says, oh, because you don't do that on your computer, your application will fail. I'm just saying, make sure that somebody else is able to read it. When you make a mistake on a form, do this again. Yeah, so make a great first impression. Why do you think most of the government institutions, most of the consultant of government institutions really love to work with us? Because they know our application package is fully prepared with all relevant documentations. And it's neat, it's readable, it's structured. Yeah? So this is what is definitely absolutely important. Put some. I'm always saying, so when I'm talking here to my staff members and there are some things I'm missing, I'm always saying put some love into it. Yeah. So keep in mind whatever you're doing is for you worth, I don't know, a couple of 100,000, a couple of million, a couple of tens of million rand for you, you know. And according to this, you should put the effort into it. Yeah, just think, oh, I just can quickly do a business plan on a weekend and then I'm getting 20 million for it. The chances that you are, so I would be able to do that, okay, because that is my job. Okay, I sit down there really 16, 20 hours on the weekend and just go through and make sure everything is in there. But because you never ever done that before, I doubt that you will be able to do that. Yeah. Okay. So this is important. Make sure everything is neat, everything is consistent, you know. So you have an assumption company A is applying, okay, and then make sure that you have the documentations of company A. You know, that's what I mean with your creativity of South Africans. You know, they have the CK document from company APTY. They have the tax clearance certificate of company B. And they have the annual financial statements of company C. Okay, that's not going to work. I know what you're doing, you know, so I understand that, and you want to make sure that you submit everything what you have. That is part of our job. We just have a look. What documents can you produce? Okay, how do we present that best to the financier? You know, and if you don't have annual, you say you're trading for 20 years, you don't have annual financial statements, then we just say, okay, it's a startup. Yeah. Alex Marzango, okay. What's the criteria for startups in the retail space, more of steel merchant? Okay. So, Alex, what you're doing here to me is a little bit, I want, not a vehicle, I want a car. But you're not telling me really what sort of car, okay? We would need to know a little bit more about it to be really able to advise you. So you obviously want to, if you want to import steel and then sell it here, government institutions will not finance imported products, yeah? Please, again, they will finance if you import equipment and machinery and then manufacture something here in South Africa. That's something different. Yeah? So please, 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 that it is more complex than people expect. That's definitely something what I'm always faced with, and there are some for startups. So if you buy here in South Africa your steel, and then you want to sell it, I'm not too sure why you say retail, because steel products aren't usually sold to other businesses. For me personally, I would not buy any steel. I'm not too sure about anybody else. Maybe I'm just missing here something. Yeah. So you see, Alex, it's a little bit more complex. I assume you want to do a wholesale. And sell to other businesses, then you would also need to have some offtake agreements in place. You need to have some sort of own contribution in place, Alex. These are the most important aspects, yeah? But it's possible. We just need to see really how your business model is working, what is your idea, and in some cases, you know, so you want to do this, you want to raise capital, you don't tick all the boxes of the financiers, maybe you just need to shift your business idea a little bit. Yeah? Catherine Jacobs, good morning. It's your first time watching. Lovely. Okay, I'm sure you will enjoy this. If you have any questions regarding how to apply for funding, please feel free also to ask these questions here in this during this live. webinar, but of course you're always able to either way go to our Facebook Messenger. Cherise and Kamala answering all the questions there and guiding you step by step through the process. But you of course also can go to our website, fundingconnection.za .co.za co.za. Okay, fundingconnection.co.za. Okay, so my brain is really not working here this morning. Okay, so and then there's also chat. There's also WhatsApp option for you where you can communicate with us. Ruben Morgan. Is there funding opportunity for an innovative, practical youth training for a startup? You need to be clear about how you will earn money with it. And then, yes, there are some options out there. Patrick Malanga, is there any funding for leather manufacturing? Patrick, yes, there is. There's even special funding available. IDC has some special funds with some grants. They have some and reduced interest rate. Okay, if this is something what you want to do, contact us on our website or on our Facebook page. Max Rinzia, what is the average rate that the funding capitalist can charge for funding? Okay, so I'm sure you mean financier. Okay, so the government institutions at the moment charge around 13.75%. Okay, so and that's why we always have a look, and they can finance 90%. Yeah. So that's why we always have a look if you fit into any of these programs. As soon as you go to any other funds, they definitely increase the interest rate. In some cases, it's similar to banks, okay, but banks will usually only finance 50%. And for the other 50%, they will finance you. They also want to have some surety. Payback interest, yes. You, Max Rinzia, you need definitely to pay back, and it's with interest. Will they give funding for imported products if I have agreement or purchase order from my buyers locally? No. Okay, government institutions will not finance that. Only if you add some value here. Yeah. So then we need to definitely explain that really strongly in the business plan. Zandila, yes, there will be funding for diaper manufacturing. That is not a problem, you know. So even if you import that equipment, but you need to have, there are a couple of other things you need to have in place, you know, like offtake agreements on contributions, so that you are able to raise that capital. Okay, I like that. You know that. If you're asking me a question, this is what I love to do. So, and I'm answering these things with pleasure. Okay, so let me just see. That answered. Ruben, great stuff. It's Monday. You can forgive me, Zandila. Thanks very much. Yes, okay, looks like I answered all the questions here. So, Billy, please check my email that I sent you this morning regarding market feasibility study. Do you provide this service, or can you recommend a company? We do feasibility studies, Billy, absolutely not a problem. And I remember there was somebody else, let me just see, can funding help with a pitch deck for investors for call center businesses? Yes, we have done that. We have done that also successfully for other businesses. They needed to raise capital from private investors. We have the expertise and the experience, and Megan Stefanovsky, we're definitely able to assist you there. Yeah. Whatever is around how to raise capital, that is something what we do. I try not to divert too much away from this core expertise. Yeah, I'm always careful. I want to add high value to our clients, and only when I'm really confident that we are able to do something, we'll take it on. Alex, what's your general turnaround time to finalize the application and get the verdict? I like the verdict. I haven't heard that word in this combination before. Okay, so a business plan depends on the size, 1 to 2 weeks. Application, as soon as we receive all the documentation, give us 3 days, okay, because it's really lots of work to do that. Filling out the forms, making sure everything is consistent, communicating then also with you. The financiers, the general answer is between 2 to 3 months. Yeah. Keep in mind we have Christmas around the corner, and South Africa is closing down for 6 weeks. So if you want to apply before Christmas, hurry up now. Zindo Kushler, I have applied for funding at NEF 3 weeks ago for a startup in property development. It's still in screening phase. I would like to know how to do follow up on the progress without being a nuisance. Okay, so I'm sure you mean without going on their nerves. Okay, so what you should usually have, you should have received already your reference number. Okay, and then you know the contact person. What you can do is, if you know the contact person and the email address, just send them a friendly email, say thanks very much for considering my application. Please feel free to contact me at any time if you need any more information. I am available also to talk. Yeah. So you want treat this other person like you want to be treated. You know, lots of times I know that there are, and let me tell you, there are great people out there in any of the government institutions. They really try their best, because they also have, of course, some targets they need to meet. Yeah. So, and if you are open for communication, let me know if there's any documentations missing. Maybe you haven't received it, you know, so, or it's not clear, I'm a telephone call away, or you can email me, and I definitely will assist you wherever I can. Yeah. So this is how I would do this. Zandile, if you have your own distribution network, will they assist with buying the diaper manufacturing machine as expansion, for example? Try. So you mean that the distribution is helping you to buy the diaper machine? Or if you have a distribution network and they confirm that they will buy, I don't know, 10,000 diapers a month from you, and then times 10 or something like this, that can then be, and they can do that as an expansion. Yes, they would be able to do that. You know, expansion always means that you have annual financial statements minimum for the last year. You know, that is proof of that you were trading. Cabo, I want to know if you assist your clients with funding their businesses. Yes, we assist to raise it. We are a private consulting firm. We do not give out any funds, but we are guiding you and helping you to apply with any of the government institutions, private financiers. We always need to have a look what suits your venture best. Yeah. Bukeka, how much does it cost to conduct a feasibility study and create a business plan for a project seeking 15 million rand funding? Okay. So what we do is we charge the normal price for the feasibility study, and if you go to our website, I would recommend have the biggest one, okay, or have the smallest one, so that we just have a look at the numbers first. I don't know, you know, and then you can update it to the business plan. The feasibility study has lots of aspects what you need to have in place in the business plan. So, and we're not charging you again because we've done the research, okay? So, depending on the size of the feasibility study, we maybe have not done the industry research, but for 15 million rand, you need the industry research. So then we need to put that in the business plan. Do you understand what I mean? If you're not too sure, Boudica, if your business is even profitable, then I would recommend let's do one of the smaller. Let me just see, 15 million. Yeah, maybe the small, so I would like to have a look a little bit more, because what makes sense. If you say, no, we know it's profitable, then use the big one on our website, and I can just have a look for you. You go to fundingconnection.co.za, and then under services you will find our feasibility studies. Let me just see. Sorry. You find all our numbers, so the basic feasibility study is 8,000, the comprehensive is 15,000, we have a detailed of 10,000 in between. Yeah? And then you just need to see, okay, so I'm not too sure if it's even profitable. Honestly, use the basic one. You say, I know I need to have a business plan with it. Use the comprehensive one, the 15,000 Rand, because most of the information we have done there will then be put into the business plan. There is only a little bit more information about your proper location, so about you, about the business that's not in the feasibility study. Yeah? So, and then we just charge an additional fee. I would, but I want to give you fair prices. You know what I mean? So let me just have a look exactly what you need. Is there funding for hydro head spa, and what's the procedure, because it's a startup business? Hydro head spa, yes, there would be. It's not easy, okay, Catherine, because we need to have a look how you get your clients, because with a spa you can't have offtake agreements from businesses to other businesses. Yeah. In general, yes, there is some funding available. Cabo. I'm your client from Botswana. Just eager to know if I can be assisted here in Botswana. Cabo, we will. I'm sure I communicated that before. I need to have a look exactly what you want to do, and then have a look at what I know. Botswana has a couple of government funds available, and we just need to have a look at if you fit in there. Otherwise, you will need to go through your commercial banks there, and then you need to also meet, of course, their criteria. Our business plans, in any case, are international standard, okay? And money is worldwide one language. So all financiers want to know the same. There are some specialities here in South Africa regarding BEE requirements, and other countries don't have that. But in general, it needs to be profitable. An investor needs to understand how much money do you need, for what do you need the money, who are your clients, how will you access them, how much will they pay you, is it profitable at the end of the day? And not only profitable to repay the loan, but also profitable for you as the shareholder. Because if we don't get any benefits out of a business, people lose interest. Yeah. So that's why the financier also want to see that the shareholder, the director, that they are getting paid properly. Okay, half an hour, and we had lots of interesting questions. Let me just add here our website, fundingconnection.co.za. Okay, you can go to contact. That's our contact page. And Cherise and Kamala answering it. On the contact page there's also a chat, and via the chat you can even also WhatsApp us if this is the easiest way for you to contact us. Bukeka, can you create a general business plan based on a specific area, and then once a specific spot with that area is chosen, edited, or go into more details on that exact location? Yes. because so I'm here in Hillcrest, and it does not matter where my office would be, if it is, Old Main Road, or I don't know, Forbes Drive, or what other streets we have here, Warrior Road, the area is still the same. This is where we would do the research. Diquena, I need funding to purchase a franchise. Total cost is 20 million. Okay. No, sorry, Diquena. Yes, Diquena. In general, yes, 20 million, I assume, is a petrol station. It's lots of money. Make sure that you have some sort of own contribution. Raising that 100% will be challenging. I'm never ever say it's impossible. I'm just straightforward with you. It will be challenging. Okay. And then you would need a business plan for this. You need to have the offer to purchase. You need to have the expertise and experience in this industry. And you need to have the annual financial statements from the seller, so there are a couple of things you definitely need to have in place to be able to raise then close to 20 million rand. Yeah. Okay, so if there's any other questions, or if you see this video a little bit later, no worries, you can still contact us and ask us. We are there for you. We guide you and assist you to make sure that you either way can expand your business or that you can start your business. Given needs funding for recycling business. No problem at all. Given, definitely something what we have done before. And contact us, and we will guide you there what to do. Megan said thanks for your time. It was a pleasure. I'm sure you can see and hear that I'm enjoying these conversations and being able just to guide you in the right direction. Take good care. I wish you all an absolutely amazing new week, and we will definitely see us next week, Monday. And yes, Monday will be a sad day for me. My husband will leave me for 2 weeks. He travels to Japan to do his join his karate master in Japan. There's a big seminar. He's already scared. 6 hours of training a day. So he's running to the gym all the time at the moment to get his fitness up. So, but I will definitely miss him for 2 weeks. So, but we will see us on Monday, and take good care. Pleasure, Amber. It was a pleasure. I know Marily's also here. Take good care and see you soon.